Big Sad has issued a warning to artists affiliated with OTR.
What is that? Is that trolling?
Word on the streets. This is what we deduced last night. Is basically like a while back, Big Sad got in the studio with Lefty Gunplay. They were going to do a song together. At some point while they're together, Lefty Gunplay may or may not have caught wind of the fact that Big Sad has been accused of.
No accused. He's a rat.
Whatever you say.
Got the content.
Either way, I guess Lefty at that point kind of like made it clear that he wasn't trying to do the song, and Big Sad definitely felt a way about that. And then I guess like there was another.
So Lefty stood on business. Shout out Lefty Gunplay.
That's an alleged right there.
Big Lefty, no right.
I guess there's other issues as well, and so Big Sad's basically just making it clear that he don't fuck with OTR.
Yeah.
And now a lot of people might primarily associate Lefty Gunplay with OTR, but they do have like many other artists.
It's a few people over there he got a problem with. And one of them you seen up here.
But and he said the meth heads at OTR, which does anyone else at OTR do meth? I mean,
Scando's over there. You seen little Scando.
Oh, I think that's the dude that Big Sad's been getting into it. They were talking about it. I don't actually know who it is. Yeah.
No, he's been here. Okay,
okay.
He had the jacket that got Bloods, Crips, Power, all the gangs on the back of it.
Okay.
Scando's been here. So Scando's over there under OTR. Shout out Scando. He's from Blasterfool.
It's spelled Scando.
Yeah, Blasterfool Gangster Crip, I believe.
Is it Scando the Dark Lord?
That's might if I see him, I know it.
Maybe this is a different guy.
Yeah. But their neighborhoods don't get along.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna tell you who else is over there.
Yeah.
Associated. T-Money. T-Money, the one member, brought the paperwork.
There you go. That's all you need to know right there, yeah.
So T-Money's over there, Scando's over there, Lefty kept it real, and that T-Money them probably the one let Lefty know, old boy told. You know what I'm saying? The paperwork's out, it is what it is. The goddamn interrogation is out. But I really believe he's using it as just a clout move to get some attention.
Big Sad?
Yeah.
I feel like Big Sad is... Okay, he clearly took a step back from dealing with so much drama and everything, and I know that like he took a big hold on doing interviews. He hasn't done an interview in over a year at this point. Like I think
That's that whack effect, baby.
He wanted
That's
to take some time,
baby.
He wanted to take some time to separate himself from all the bullshit that was going on.
You can't separate yourself, bro. The aroma of ratting is in the air.
See, look, a year ago, he did the No Jumper one with me, DW, and...
That's when it went down. I doubled back.
And it got a little Mickey and tricky, but... Oh, okay, he did Lil Blood 5 months ago. So, I mean, he's not totally done with it, but he has been kind of...
Little dude is like a little turtle.
He does have a turtle vibe, yeah.
Yo.
Sure.
Did you watch the content where I made R&B her first prison spread?
I did not watch this.
Oh, man, you should have watched it. I did it slow enough so you could try it. And she was scared straight to eat it. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I love that. How do you feel about the Lil Brazzy stuff that's been going on?
I feel you're an asshole.
Wait, why?
For one, wasn't nothing spectacular about him to have him up here. Two,
he's an up and coming star. I'm not going to let you get away with that bullshit.
You're exploiting him. He's a kid. You say
he's an up and coming rapper.
You asked him and said some very weird things that I got attacked over.
Like what?
Okay, I'm pretty sure chick 19, 20, you're gonna smash. Now I'm getting attacked. Oh, you're sitting up there. First they said the dude was like 12 years old.
No, 15. He was talking about all the chicks that he wants to bang and how he wants to be introduced to porn stars.
You shouldn't have that conversation with him.
Well, I didn't want to, but I had to deal with it.
No, you should shoot shit.
He comes on here. He wants to learn about the birds and the bees.
No.
I'm going to give it to him.
That's not your place. I got attacked. I'm like, bro, he's just answering. He's not insinuating. He's not grooming. He's not telling it. He didn't bring a chick in to sit on his lap. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, bro. He's basically like telling me he wants to bang my wife.
Yeah, you shouldn't be having them type of conversation.
Well, I agree, but that's up to him. He's the one bringing this up to me.
No, you should kill that.
He's like, I want to do a photo shoot with Lena.
He's 15, bro.
Right. I agree.
All right.
But that's why I had him on, so we could try to...
Puffy's bed is going to be open.
Sense into him.
Puffy's bed's going to be open.
Do you think Lil Brazzy would be invited to the freak-offs? That's another case.
We're not having that conversation, bro.
Okay, but so...
A 15-year-old.
Lil
Brazzy need to take his ass to school.
So he's signed to OCR now.
Okay.
So he's amongst the greats of Los Angeles, the lefty gun plays and whatnot. And apparently they're bringing him up in this game. To me, like, okay, me sitting here having a conversation with him in which he disses the Norteños or the Sureños or whatever, and we tell him
Nah, he
that he
dissed
shouldn't
18th
do
Street,
that.
bro.
Exactly.
He shouldn't have did that. Where he from, Utah?
Ogden, Utah.
So why did Lush allow that to happen? Don't he hang out with the Sureños?
Lush has a little bit of a glazing problem. You know, people will say things in front of him and he kind of knows that he's supposed to stand on business and he just kind of has a hard time jumping out the window, even when it's a 15-year-old white kid.
I wouldn't even allow that if I was here.
Okay, but my thing is now you've got the label who signs him. They've got him outside shooting videos with all kinds of gang members and different people's sections and stuff like that. How come they don't get any blame for that?
They should. I'm going to tell you this. They keep his ass outside with them DCOchos. They going to find out how it go.
What's a DCOcho? 18th
Street.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep it 100. Like MS, like Florence, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, East LA, some of these neighborhoods is so deep and they ain't playing with it. Like, they ain't playing with that. It ain't gonna just be about him. It's who associated with him. That ain't a walk in the park. So everybody ain't playing, bro.
But if he's with ATR or OTR, realistically,
give a fuck about that.
But I'm saying like they're gonna probably help him to massage these issues, right?
OTR ain't got enough. First of all, they shouldn't even want to be mixed with that. Because all that's going to bring is a fall of their label.
You think?
That's a what?
You think that he's going to single-handedly bring down the hottest label on the West Coast?
Keeps disrespecting gangs like that. Big gangs. That's a big gang. That's top 3 largest Sureño gang.
Right.
Period. Bro, something going to happen. And then it's going to put everybody else, cats like Lefty. You ain't never heard Lefty Gunplay do it. And, you know, he really from where he from, right?
Well, he doesn't diss the Sureños, but he disses the Norteños, right?
No, he don't diss He don't diss the barrios around here.
He actually did have a problem with the dude. I forget his name, but a couple years ago he did.
He diss who? Yeah, so, you know, I think they should fall back from that, but he didn't say what he said, so they're going to have to deal with it one way or another.
Would you welcome Lil Brazzy into your world? Would you give him a tour of your hood?
No.
It's not happening.
No, I don't.
Is it the white thing? Is it the 15-year-old thing? Is it the blood from Utah thing?
I don't promote. Listen, I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to end it like this.
Yeah.
We've already seen Lil Brazzy. So when it happened, y'all going to get mad at me because I'm going to say, no, don't blame him. He was what he was. Y'all chose to do that. We seen Lil Brazzy already, have we not?
Who?
Have we not?
Like a specific example?
We seen Lil Brazzy already.
You're talking about
come on.
His name's
come on, 6ix9ine. Oh. We've seen Lil Brazzy.
How is 6ix9ine like Lil Brazzy?
Bro, you got a little 15-year-old kid from Utah. So what you gonna do? Take him around some real shit? You gonna take him around niggas that he's seeing shit?
So you think he would tell?
I know for a fact he'd tell.
Oh, Lord.
The fuck is you talking about?
Lil Brazzy, this is not good.
You put a 20-year thing over that man's head and he know he can tell and run his punk ass back to Utah and play on 15, yeah, he gonna get out. So I hope they just got him in the studio and sending him home. I hope that's what they doing. Because if you exposing him to other things, don't get mad when the indictment come down. Don't think for 1 second they're not going to target him because they know he's 15. Put a number in front of him he hasn't even got to living yet and watch him dance. This real shit.
I mean, he just keeps getting confronted.
This is why 6ix9ine speaks what he speaks. Hey, y'all don't get involved in that. Because when the shit hit the fan, you ain't going to like it. I personally do not entice or influence or agree with anybody putting on or motivating any kid to gangbang.
But okay, this is the issue. Before he even gets caught up, is that he's already got like 3 or 4 different videos that have come out of him basically getting punked by rivals. And so to me, that's not even the problem. The problem is that as he gets older, as he gets more off the porch, he's going to get sick of getting punked like that. And at some point, maybe he pulls out a gun and starts shooting at the guy who's confronting him. I feel like that's the most likely end to this story, unless he gets people around him that are able to kind of prevent that from happening. But I feel like he's so in love with the bullshit right now. Like he loves. We asked him. We said, "So what's it like growing up in Ogden, Utah?" He thinks about it for a second. He goes, "We beef with the Nortes." Like that's the first thing he said. Like that's all he's thinking about is who his ops are. Like you got to look at Lil Brazzy and understand this is a child of J-Bo. Like this is a kid who he was brought up on J-Bo to such an extreme extent.
J-Bo ain't never met this kid.
It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's a J-Bo disciple to the point where it's almost like indistinguishable.
J-Bo ain't never met this kid.
He about to go get 30 years on purpose so he can be in there hanging out with J-Bo.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Stop putting that on J-Bo. Dude already in there.
I think you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's J-Bo's fault. I'm saying that J-Bo is so influential to this kid through his music, which does not require a one-on-one interface, that I think that he's almost like you're seeing what's to come, because this kid, we've got a whole generation of J-Bo copycats on the way up.
That kid chose to listen to J-Bo's music. Is on that kid's parents to monitor what their children listen to. Can't put that on J-Bo. It says explicit lyrics.
I feel like you're intentionally miscomprehending what I'm saying.
That man looking at 30 years, man.
Yeah, 30 years. How do you feel about that? And it's really just for riding around with a machine gun and some weed.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's something else.
Well, at this time, it feels like he's just a felon with a machine gun and some weed.
Now, let me get this right, because you always talk about this dude. You're a big fan of this dude.
Huge fan.
He was doing time. He got out. Got a big deal, a couple million, right? When he got out, right?
I don't know exactly what he did signing was.
But then I remember you bringing it up. He was involved in a high-speed chase, went back to jail, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're dealing with now.
And
yeah.
No,
and then he cut his ankle monitor off and went to Arkansas.
Well, they had to let him out.
Okay.
Because I remember when you told me they let him out, I said, that's odd. They let him out, and then he cut his monitor off and ran.
Yeah.
And I guess they found him in Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, he's just in love with the bullshit. You know, he's just not ready to just chill and be away from all that shit. Like, you know,
wasn't he on NBA's tour? He was supposed to schedule.
He was supposed to be. That's one of many like amazing opportunities that apparently is not going to happen as a result of his inability to stay out of trouble.
And this is why the labels.
This is why California can't have nice things.
No, this is why the labels are frowning on street rappers.
I do not blame them.